Hey, what is going on, everybody? Ali here, and welcome to my Boku no Hero Academia, My Hero Academia, episode 10. Episode 10? Yeah, episode 10 review. Let's go! Now I'm gonna try to do this review as not as fast as I can, but probably around like 5 or 6 minutes or something. So, first you got the villains coming out of the portal and everything. Mr. Aizawa just all of a sudden just goes right down there. Everybody's thinking that he's not a fighter, and it turns out that he just like is kicking ass and everything, taking people's quirks and then using his those raps and just like throwing everybody together and stuff. It was awesome, and everybody was about to fight. And Ida was about to fight or whatever, and 13 is like you gotta go and you gotta get somebody. You're the leader. You're the student representative. You're the leader. You gotta go help. You gotta go get somebody for help. And Ida's like, well, why? Whatever. He's like, the most important thing is to save people. That's what you do. No, even if it means getting out of here and getting somebody, which it makes sense. I like that. So. Everybody, so they go, and then all of a sudden the portal guy shows up behind everybody, so none of them escape. And then I think 13 was about to use his black hole move, but the portal villain, he takes a bunch of the students, whatever, and then disperses them with his portal. And they don't go out of the dome or anything, but they all get separated and stuff. And Deku gets separated with Tsu and Mineta. Mineta, dude, is like so weird. He's so funny. I love the guy. He is so hilarious. Anyways, they're stuck on the ship or whatever. Actually, no, the frog girl. She's able to go. She went down in the water. A villain was about to attack them underwater, and the frog girl, she goes under there, kicks him, and then they jump onto the ship. And all of the villains are kind of surrounding it, because it turns out they really don't know their quirks or anything, and Deku realizes this, and so he wants to know what Tsu's. It's funny because he keeps forgetting to call her Tsu, and she's just looking at him, and she's like, "Oh, just go at your own pace and stuff," which is really funny, and. So she talks about her quirk, and I believe she can jump like 50 meters high or something like that because of her frog legs. She's basically just a frog, which, I mean, even though it's just a frog, I really like that quirk. It just looks awesome to me. And she can also secrete poison out of her skin, just as a defense mechanism, just like a frog, which is really cool. I really like that. And Mineta, oh my gosh, the freaking perv. When she says secrete, his face is like, ugh. It's like, he's so weird. He's such a funny looking dude. Anyways, those guys the villains are waiting out in the water, just waiting like what they're gonna do and stuff, because they don't realize what their quirks are. And Mineta is just freaking out like a little baby, just screaming and stuff. And then he's like, we just gotta wait for everybody. For help and stuff, and Deku is just like, that's not enough. That's not gonna cut it. We have to do something now before anything happens. Even though he's shaking, just like Mineta, Deku is ready to go, ready to fight and everything. And Mineta is just wondering like, why is he doing this? And and also he tells them about his quirk, saying like he can take those balls off of his head and stuff and throw them at things, and they stay stuck together for like a day or two. Or something like that. It's like extreme. It's like almost impossible to like separate the thing that it's stuck to it or whatever. Which I think is pretty cool. It's good for like capturing people, which what happens at the end of the episode. He's talking about his buddy. If he takes too many off of his head, he starts to bleed, and so Deku creates a plan. Right, tells him the plan. Deku jumps in the air, uses Delaware Smash, and just makes like a gigantic gaping hole in the water, and it becomes a whirlpool, right? And while he's falling, what's her name? Tsu. She grabs him with her tongue, and then they jump out of the way. And Mineta, he uses his moves. He's like, you know what? Screw it. He's just bawling his eyes out this entire time. He's like, screw it, throws the balls into the whirlpool, because like since all the villains are going in it, like his balls are just gonna like connect to each other and they won't be able to like detach. So they captured like all the villains, and they got out of there like easy peasy lemon squeezy, you know. And that's how I believe that's how it ends, you know. And also the villains were there because they thought All Might was there, and it turns out they most likely have a way to defeat All Might. Because I mean, why else would they go there being so sure of themselves or whatever? And yeah, that's like really exciting, and that's basically how like it ends and everything. I really liked the episode. I give it like 8.5 out of 10. It wasn't like crazy fighting and stuff, but it was a lot of excitement with like the strategic ways that Deku like figured out that they all don't know their quirks and stuff, and then he used his Delaware Smash and everything, and got Tsu to get them both out of there, to get all three of them out of there, and they took all those villains on, took them out. It was awesome. So that's it for this review. Like the video if you did. Comment down below on what you thought of the episode. If you're excited for next episode, what are your thoughts about the whole series and stuff. And subscribe to my channel for more reviews, vlogs, unboxings, live reactions, and theory discussion videos, and things like that. So gentlemen, stay classy, ladies, stay sassy, but most importantly, everybody, you gotta stay nasty, alright? So peace and love, and I will see you all later. And also, I really want to see that naval laser guy. Hilarious. I love that dude.